And I'm back. Draft number 28. Probably had what I would describe as maybe the only really super unlucky draft in terms of drawing. I mean, we get a little bit, some bad luck at this one draw or this one circumstance in the other drafts, but a lot of the times when we do poorly with the drafts, it does feel like the build's issue. And that last time, great. We got our bad luck out of the way, as Gambler's Fallacy would like to suggest to us. And so I'm not too torn up about that. I'm actually really pleased with the last draft, and I'm excited to do the next one. We're currently at Diamond 3 midway through, so again, we're still just hoping to get some 7-0s. Just wrap it today. Llanowar Green Widow is amazing, Reach Trampler, and you can put it back onto the battlefield again. It's just sheer raw value. A lot of great cards in this one. We're definitely going to pick up the Green Widow. Oh my god, yes, a Nishoba Brawler. This is a domain card. This is a domain card. This makes us domain happy. Other amazing cards here. Destroy Evil is fantastic. I think Talos Lookout. Wrath can be good in the right deck. Electrostatic Infantry can be good in the right deck. But Widow and Nishoba Brawler makes me feel very, very happy. So, what to do now? What to do? Good cards here. Vine Shaper Prodigy, I think, is quite good. Spawn of Turg. Part of me is actually just tempted to grab Idyllic Beachfront or Sunlit Marsh. We have 2 domainers. We should be striving to grab domain cards early. And these are really S-tier domain cards. I'm going to go ahead and get the Sunlit Marsh, because frankly, I think white and black are both good in this set, and that's my reasoning. That's the end. You've hit the conclusion of the reasoning. Let's go ahead and grab it. I used to be like, oh, this card's so good. I no longer think that. This card always feels bad when I run it. I see a Talarian Geyser, and I think I'm actually just going to pick it up. I think this card is much more terrific than I would have given it credit for. I think this is the best card here, I think. I think it is. Darth Hare Pulchris says, I've seen Raph in a fair few decks, and it seems like the general consensus that he's totally strong as a card, yet I've never seen one actually playing him. Do you have any experience as to why you think that is? He is good if the game goes on long, and really good if you can actually... Oh, there's also Maria's Outrider. I'm sorry, this is the one I should pick. I just didn't even see this one. Raph needs a good amount of instants and sorceries to be a build around. He's also fine as like a 23rd type card. Let's see here. I mean, I'm going to pick the things that say domain. There it is. Picking the things that say domain in Spain. I mean, I'm just gonna not be too complicated about the whole thing. Fires of Victory is good. This card's also quite good, but I mean, Fires of Victory is just A+, just love it. How strong is Domain Unlimited? It's easy to never get there, Goldfish Hunter. So for instance, right now I would describe that I feel like I have some very nice cards. I think Magnagoth Sentry is also exactly what the doctor ordered for this kind of list. We're obviously a green base with Nishoba Brawler and Llanowar Green Widow, and the knowledge that a lot of the key domain enablers are in green, Sunbathing Root Walla, things like this. But it's the problem with domain is that you need lots of duels and lots of domain payoffs, and it's very easy to get half of those. Or let me rephrase that. It is easy to wind up in a situation where you get half of them and then struggle to get the second half. Yeah, I think it's Radiant Grove is the nuts here. Whoa, really? Really, that is a very late Talarian Geyser, huh? There's also a Vine Shaper Prodigy. I think I need these. I need these. All right. I don't think anyone's running blue. I'll see Yavimaya Sojourner. So I'm going to stick to the domain plan, which appears to be getting presented to me on a silver platter. Domain, domain, kicker, domain, reach, domain, domain, duel. Nobody wants blue cards. I don't know, like blue I've had a hard time with in this set. Can be obviously very good. Tolarian Terrors are great. What are we doing? Eastporter says, every time I see you drink water, I'm jealous of your mug. Dude, Eastporter, it's such a good mug. It's such a good mug. Not on Morage, so we're going to see you grind on Standard at the very moment we hit Mythic. And that's it. Just the very moment we hit Mythic. Probably Shadow Prophecy. You show the mug, haven't noticed it yet? Yeah, look, it's just an empty mug. Big empty mug. Bug. That's a surprising last pick. I think no one's white, no one's blue. I mean, nail. It's a domain card. We're gonna pick it. I'd like another Flowstone Infusion chance. This seems like the right pick. I'm also going to get some more water. Phyrexian Missionary is obviously great, but we're base green-red, probably. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get nail. Nail's just very, very good for us. World spell. Boo. Urborg repossession, huh? I think I actually just get the Molten Tributary. Jesus. Urborg Repossession, as many of you know, I believe is the best card in the set. At common. I think it's just unbelievable. Yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the Urborg Repossession. Sunbathing Rootwalla and this land are S tier for us. This is not actually as good, but might be if we wound up with more removal cards and we wanted to be able to... I'm like always looking right down here. If we got more removal cards and as a result wanted to like kind of focus on rushing out with some early defense and stuff like this, and then wanted to win with Nail in the air. So we're definitely going to get the Vine Shaper Prodigy here. It's like unbelievable. This card's solid. This card's solid. I actually find Samite Herbalist pretty solid. Baird's okay. I found Baird to be okay, I suppose is a more accurate statement. Weird. Yeah, I'm probably just going to get the Terror. There's another Marius Outrider. I don't know why I just like don't see these. This is the pick. This is the pick. I literally didn't see it at first. And then I like put it like this to look at my curve and looked up and just saw the Marius Outrider again. Oh. Oh. I mean, come on. We're getting the Lightning Strike. I think we are basically a red-green list It splashes blue for Fires of Victory, splashes blue for Nail. Avazoa Aeronaut. This pack is out of control for us. I'm like literally looking here for the lands and I don't see it, and I'm just like, ugh! You know, I actually think I'm going to just start getting some of these combat tricks, because, like, look, if I just go... Right, do something like this. I do have a double white thing here. No, I should bring these guys back, get this in here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the long game. Yeah, Colossal Growth, I actually think, was probably the correct pick there, no matter what. Molten seems good in this deck. Well, couldn't figure it out fast enough, so there you go. This is exactly the duel that we are looking for. This doesn't make any sense. Like, because our deck is pretty good. And yet, like, this is the correct pick. I might not run these artillery blasts regardless. Really? Do I want a Rulik Mons? Do I want a Colossal Growth? I want a Rulik Mons. Is Rulik even good? No. No, he's really not. Some interference in there. Alright, do a Rulik Mons. Very good. I mean, look, here's a Territorial Morrow. I actually think another Maria's Outrider is better. Because we don't have that much domain. And I'd rather be doubling down on Maria's than trying to cross my little fongery dongeries. Alright, well this, on one hand this sucks, but I think it's just very clearly a contaminated aquifer. Like, and I don't think it's close. We don't have enough black to splash for Bone Rattle. I mean, I just think it's just literally very, very clearly get another black source in here. Like, strictly. Bone Rattle's insane. I mean, like, I'm not, like, we have 3 Maria's Outriders. We have the way to win. We're fine. What I worry about is death. And I mean, Herloon is just correct. I don't think we need this. I don't think we're going to run these those guys. I don't think we're going to run those guys. I'm like hawking this bottom. Right here, try to find something of merit. I think a Flowstone Infusion looks good here. I think a Flowstone Infusion looks good here. Broken Wings also seems okay. I don't know if we're going to run these two. I feel like we probably will with these and Herloon Battlehymn kicking here. I think this is good. I think this is good. Yeah, I don't think I need any more high-end. I think I need, like, just cheap stuff. Vine Shaper Prodigies. I mean, Sunbathing Root Wall is... Root Wall of Tribal. It's okay, we have Urborgs and Maria's Outriders. If I can get, like, a dual land. Any dual land. Any dual. Hello? Can I get any dual? Very surprised to see this here. Well, I'll be honest, this entire thing has just surprised the crap out of me. 8 instants and a sorcery. Yeah, I'll get the Tolarian Terror. It's in our color. Oh, fuck yeah. Nice. If you think we should be getting, like, this guy, I think you're fucking mistaken. Oof. We're getting it. Baby, we're getting it. What? I mean, I literally don't understand this pack. I don't understand it. I'm gonna get another, probably Yavimaya Steel Crusher, actually. I'd like another 2-mana creature. Oh, oh, oh! I do see this, but I want to be splashing blue. I mean, like, why? Why does this thing show up so much? There's, like, some insane blue deck somewhere in here. Yeah, I guess I'll actually legitimately get this. Maybe I should just get a Bog Badger. Bog Badger has actually impressed the crap out of me. And I'm trying to be a little bit better about favoring consistency over, over hype. I'm going to get this shore up. I think it's good to have one of. Okay. Three Maria's Outriders is kind of a lot of scary shit going on. I think Shore Up is much better than I initially gave it credit for. Whoa! Wow! Oh! Oh! Alright. Ow. There's a little itch on my back. I can't quite get it. Alright. Flow Stone, Heirloom Battle Hymn. I think this is probably the right way to do this. Just peel a single one of these artillery blasts. So in that way our duels can just kind of cover it. I think that we can just get away with 2 black sources, but we're gonna count and we're gonna see. The shore ups are the other one that we might argue. No, we really don't want. Have to run the blue-red flyer. Do I, though? Seven instants? Do I really have 7 instants here? I mean, maybe this is right. 3 blues. Oh shit! Get back in my deck. What are you? What are you doing? Get in here. Okay, we're pulling this one out. Just don't think we have the mana to be able to do that. Alright, I feel good about both these flow stones. The fire is the lightning. Colossal Growth and Artillery Blast. I actually kind of like Colossal Growth as a way to kind of smash through. We have our value. I think I just need another, like, just creature. Looking for creatures. Am I really going to put in Rulik Mons, this turd? You know what? He's probably barely okay. It's like one of the worst cards in my list, is how I kind of feel about it. Alright. I think 1 island, is that right? Because then we have 3 blue sources, perfect. 1 swamp, because then we have 3 black sources, perfect. And let's see how many, we have 5, 6, 7 red sources. Force 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. How do we get this to 8 and this to 8? Balmor over the Badger. I mean, look, we're having mana issues. This is the problem right now, is that 7 is a little suspect. I kind of want 1 to be like at 8. I think I'm fine with 6 mountains, but if I could cut... I think I have to do like this. And then have 2 sources for the Urborg repossession. Now, why would I favor 3 blue over that? Because this requires blue. These all kick for blue. This kicks for blue. I think this is right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to run just the 2 black sources because this is fine to do way late in the game. So, Dominaria United land. So let's get our blue mana in. Five, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Good. All right. Gruul main. Gruul. There we go. Gruul domain? Yeah, can we get the Shadow Prophecy in? Because my basic logic is that these are my card draws. This is my card draw. These are my walls. The high end. All right, we're firing it off. We're firing this puppy off. How many wins will Day and I get? Here comes the prediction. All right. Is this actually my 27th one? Yeah, this is my... Yeah. DMU limited climb to Mythic. All right. Nice. Really nice. Really good. Yeehaw. Terrific. Oh my god. Look at me being thoughtful. Look at me being thoughtful. So I'm under no pressure, no threats. So I'll probably just play the Llanowar Green Widow into the Avamaya Sojourner and then start doing this. Alright. Teach Me is doing some stuff. Alright, this is actually a really nice run out. We start dealing damage real soon, real suddenly. Unbelievable. Incredible. Fantastic. So sick. I feel like with these kinds of lists, it's generally better to apply pressure and play creatures than it would be to, like, Heirloom Battle him. I mean, we're going to be able to bonk our opponent in the face with Marios for a bunch next turn. We're actually more aggressive, I look. Alright. Oh, I see. Yeah. My opponent does have counter mana open. I don't think... Oh, wait, Essence Scatter is in this set. Sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I should have played differently. Should have, like, Fog Badgered. Left out some stuff. If only this was any target, huh? How the draft's going today? Oh, dude, Gemini, we had a sick frickin' day, man. We had an amazing draft that went 0-3. Like, absolutely killer-tastic this one was. To do this beforehand, Shore Up, I think, is just a really good card these days. So we actually, and that one we just got, like, statistically unlucky. And for me, I'm like, great. We have, like, this observable outcome. All right, so I'll bin these two. And we'll Vine Shaper Prodigy into some more stuff. Larian Terror is expected. This is one of the benefits of the Maria's Outrider. Just as good at going deep. I think we should just chill. Twitch says, do you feel like you're drafting at a higher level than you have in the past, given your focused study time? I mean, plainly put, yeah. I mean, you know, you put in more time, you just get better at shit, you know? I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything particularly noteworthily different, to be honest. I think this is actually important to do. I think this exchange is fine. I think this is actually better to do, and then we can see what we receive. Even though it's land, I mean, it's still a good outcome. Rationale says, I do feel like your value of cards have been shifting. It's fascinating. Oh yeah, that's an example of what makes this set great. Or actually, I should say what makes Magic the Gathering great. Like, so this is Ward 2, so if I swung with this. Yeah, so this is actually a good swing. Yep, great. Yeah, this is what makes Magic just a good and fun and interesting and rich game. Because, like, you know, you want to feel like you're able to identify goodness. But not like absolute, no, this is the best card, period. Don't block this. And there's no other card that is as good as this one, period. Like, you don't want that. Because then there's no room left to grow. You want to feel like you have a sense and you have a pretty good idea of such, but not like 100% certainty about it. My opponent has the Ronas. Oh, thank God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this has reach trample. So I can give this +3/+3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. This kills. I actually didn't compute this. I don't know why I didn't compute this. My opponent's at 7. Okay. So if I boost this is 5, 11. This has trample, right? So I do this. I do this. 3. Alright, cool. Ah! It's so funny. I attacked, and then my brain went, wait. My brain was like, hold on. Take a moment. All right. All right, we've already won an infinite amount more than we did in our last draft. We're already at 1-0. Oh yeah, you want to see some pen tricks? I have a few. So here is the behind the finger. So you see, here's the front of the pen, here's the back of the pen. We pass it behind the finger, right? Behind the finger, behind the finger. See, it's going from between these two fingers to between these two fingers. Like, see the middle and ring, then in between the middle and pointer, right? So there's behind, right? So we can do that same thing, but we start between the pinky and the ring. So we do it once and then twice. Once, twice. It's pretty fun. Once, twice. Once, twice. Once, twice. Feeling nice. So then there is the... Whoa. Yeah, this is the nuts. So then there is the finger pass where I'm rotating it through. So, like, you can see, it's hard to do it slowly, but here is... You can see that the backside is facing up. So then I pass, and now the tip is facing up, and then I pass again, and the backside's facing up. So this is some half rotatorinos, as you might imagine, in the pepperoni. Now here's the one that's really fun, right? Which is where, so again, this is the finger pass, right? So this is a bunch of half turns, bunch of 180-degree turns, and this is a 360-degree turn. 360. Here's one where you hold it in front, and you do a whatever the fuck 180 plus 360 is. That 540? You do like that. That's a fun one. Because this has a big flourish of emotion. Yeah? 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 Alright, I gotta probably take this turn, huh? It's crushing time. Alright, so you do that. Alright, so this is good. This is good. Oh, I'm blasting this one. Alright, so then there's the one that a lot of people know, which is the round the thumb, 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 round the thumb. So a lot of people just round the thumb, just again and again like this. Just keep rounding it, just keep rounding it. Unless you think I'm not going to do this. We have the outrider for this pupper. Alright, so, but, like, what I like to do is with the round the thumbs, see how the tip is facing to the right side of your monitor every time? People like to pull it like this, pull it like this, pull it. But what I like to do is I like to actually curl it in, and then you get a little spin move like this. So you can kind of swing it around again. It's pretty satisfying. But then you can start combining them. You can do the 540 thing and land right here, and then twirl it around. So, like, you can get it, like, real close to continuous, like that. See? 540 into around the thumb. Eh? And this is about everything that I know you now know. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Fuck. Shit. Oh, fuck. Finally dropped it. I actually drop it pretty frequently. I hate to admit, with every fiber of my being. I despise admitting. So yeah, so this is kind of what you see me doing a lot, is what'll happen is after I have it in some awkward position, like let's say I catch it like this, I want to scoot it now to a position that feels good for me. So now we can just bop for 6 damage. Bop for 3. So if it's like way back here, it's not fun to like scoot it into position again, right? So what I tend to do is if it's here, is I just do the finger pass until it's kind of at the right position. And now I'm able to do stuff again. This is the play. And then I can do some stuff with the other hand, but not really the most. I drop it a ton if I'm doing left-hand stuff. So I'm going to hold on because I have the Fires of Victory, which could potentially just allow us to win here. I mean, double Maria's Outrider that's fucking threatening. So, I mean, I drop it all the time. And also having a good weight feels nice. And it's kind of funny because, like, all I ever really wind up doing is kind of alternating among that set of things. I mean, this is a little bit annoying, but I still think we're in an okay position. Because if I play this, and we just happen to get an Urborg repossession, we just repossess Maria's Outrider. Ooh, that's some good shit right there. Down to 2? Out of the blue. Maria's Outrider off the top. Why not? Well, Nibbler, it's actually way easier to hold when my arm is stabilized because I'm resting on the desk. So I'm holding in front of the camera is actually like the most stable it'll be. And then when I'm trying to flail and talk at the same time, and I'm like, dude, what is this guy doing? Like, and like, this wears my fingers out like a lot. So I should probably not do it as frequently. But I'm gonna keep doing it forever. See, now I have 3 in my hand, so I can do this. I'm just gonna go and smush. Because you have to block both, right? So we expect to trade. Great. Great, 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 great. That was a pretty good position. One of these trades has to be bad, right? There's an attack and force a trade last turn. I had a little bit of fear in me. And I wasn't exactly eager to trade this away. Wasn't exactly the most eager to trade it away. Oh yeah, I see you talking about Ben Broads. Great. So we want to kill the 3/3 on the ground. What the fuck? I hate this game. This game stinks. I literally declared it and then whiffed it. That's fine. So we need exactly 2 cards that will save our opponent's stuff, because they need this card to block this, and they need another card to kill the Vineshaper Prodigy. And dude, Ghosty, I see you talking about the the thread that Ben Brode tweeted about mulliganing in Marvel Snap. Yeah, dude, I genuinely... Here's the reason why I love this thread by Ben Brode and why I think Ben Brode is brilliant as a game director, okay? I am sick, absolutely sick of this institutionalized... We don't take any responsibility for our decisions. I don't know. This is what the data says. So, you know. I mean, I agree with you, but the data says otherwise. So we do what the fucking data says. Interpreting data is a astonishingly difficult activity. And just because we have access to shitloads of data nowadays, does Rulikmon suck enough to bin? Damn right. Like, dude, so what happened was Ben Brode was talking about mulliganing. What we just did was a mulligan. For any of you that are unfamiliar with mulliganing in games in general, the way that mulligans work is that if I don't like my hand, there is some system by which I can get a new hand. In this game, you send the entire hand back. And upon sending the entire hand back, you get a new hand to work with. And then you get some penalty. Or, in Hearthstone, you get presented with an opening hand of cards, and you can individually send those cards back for something better. And so Marvel Snap. People were complaining that they didn't like their starting hand. Oh my gosh, starting hand sucks. Give me a mulligan. I want a tool that can help guide me to get a better hand. I want a mulligan. Ben, give me a goddamn mulligan. So what they instead did was they created a card that reads, this is a 1-mana card, and it always starts in your opening hand. Herloon is quite good. I'm not going to block. So obviously if I block here, there's a buff coming. And so what happened is people started to just always have this card in their hand, and they started to actually play the game as the developers were hoping people would play the game. Ready for this? Be gone with you, you fucking nerd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5. I'm gonna send this in. I'm not gonna block the Yoshino Branch Rider. And so what happened is that people started to play the game enough to where they understood how this card is so fucking good, man. They started to better understand how the flow of the game functioned, and once they understood better how the flow of the game functioned, this is where we block this 100% because they just got a new mana. Their mana situation's changed. So unless they want to lose this card, they'll have to pump it, thereby losing tempo on the board, and I can play Maria's Outrider. Oh my god, even better, even better. Mamma mia. So we can swing for 8 next turn. It's pretty good. Can't block it. Alright, this is fine. I'm going to finish this point in a memento. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm such a nasty player. As Menace. God, I'm a nasty player. They have to double block now. God, I'm such a nasty player. I'm telling you, this little Bog Badger impressed the shit out of me. I nearly misclicked on the Badger because my computer hitched for a moment. God, I mean, I'm just telling you, man. This little Badger has impressed me. But anyways, the whole story of the travails of Team Broad trying to do balancy thingies is that, like, players will... I remember I was on the rant of I hate institutionalized abdication of responsibility. I think that what makes products good, that what makes books good, what makes, just generally speaking, things good, is authorial talent. I think that's the main thing. I think that you get really good books when a really good author sits down and improves their craft. That's how you get a really good book. Look at Brandon Sanderson that just can't help but shit out brilliant works. He sprains his ankle, and as he's rubbing his ankle, a fucking novel falls out of his sock. Oh shit, I guess I'll kickstart this for $40 million. Because his process is so good. Right? Like Stephen King, doesn't matter what Stephen King's doing. There will be 6 pages written that day. If he is, like, stuck near the ocean floor in the middle of the Atlantic in an unpowered submarine that's low on oxygen, 3 days later, they will pull out Stephen King and 18 pages of a guaranteed to be at least above average horror novel. It's fucking good shit. Dude, Marjorie Liu? Oh god, who's the artist that works with Marjorie Liu? Sakata Tan? Well, this is all terrible. Alright, well this is at least non-zero. Marjorie Liu. monstrous with... Oh, Sana Takeda. There it is. There it is. Yeah, like, dude, Marjorie Liu that wrote Monstrous? Like, it just continually produces fucking great shit. Who did a lot of the Green Lantern stuff for DC? Is Jeff Johns? Is that right? Shit's great. Brian Michael Bendis. This shit's great. Just fucking writes great shit. They're good authors that just do good things. Oh, we are so oh my god. Well, we found the W. And it's a W belonging to Lucas. 261,997. This card is fucking out of control. We are legitimately shitting the shit out of it. I should just leave this game. Oh my god, and now this thing? So let's see, I need land to pick off this, and I need to block this, and it'll discard to become invincible, and then I can flowstone it. Okay, this is the build. But, like, I like when designers sit down to design a game and just go, here's my vision for the game. And players go, well, I'm not gonna like that at all. And what the developers do is they go, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, no. And then they just fucking make it incredible. Like, the number of times that people said Hearthstone would be better with less randomness. And they just, like, put in more randomness. And people were like, you don't understand how frustrated I am. And of course they know. It's that they're able to take that information in and understand that the benefits are outweighing the negatives. Not that the negatives don't exist, but that this holistic picture is more interconnected. I just want to quit this game. Is everything a soldier now? Is everything a soldier? Really? We're all soldiers, is what I'm learning. I'm gonna fucking get this jerk. I'm gonna get him. I'm just gonna do this now. It's her looning time. It's her loon o'clock. Have you heard the news? Well, yeah, no, I mean, like, you hear this sort of thing in, like, product development stuff, where it's just like, well, we have great news. We went out and we interviewed 14 people. And these 14 people rated this design as being a 3.2 out of 5 on average. And good news, the last time we did this with 14 randos, it was a 2.9, so we're going in the right direction. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we talking about? Legitimately, what the fuck is going on? Can anyone tell me? Not this interviewer, person, face, head. Leprox says, I feel like there was a period of time, hard to pinpoint, over the last few years where game devs and publishers were overreacting to feedback. Yeah, I think that, like, a sort of known... Jesus Christ. A sort of known thingy... If you have a take-up... Oh my god. A sort of thingy that is very common to occur in... whenever you are working with incredibly large organizations, is that communication is ridiculously difficult. So you start trying to come up with these secondary measurements. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And this guy exiles. All right, we almost did it. You have this really difficult problem with communication, where one of the ways in which someone is able to assert, my team did a good job, is to boil it down into some inarguables. Because imagine if you and I are working on a project, and it's just us two. And we meet every Monday, we go off, do our stuff for the week, and then come back again on the Monday and share what we did. Maybe we only ever really have a 1 or 2 hour meeting. But then one day you say, well, I did this the last week. And I go, whoa, that doesn't make any sense to me. And it might take 6 or 7 hours of thinking through and talking through. And all of a sudden I go, I was wrong. you were right. That's really great insight. Yes, good. I'm glad you did that. And that's just with two of us. That's just two of us. So when you have these large organizations, what winds up happening is instead of one person speaking to one person, it is one manager of a large team speaking to a director that is communicating with 7 teams underneath them. This isn't good here. And what's a really good way to, I mean, I don't want to use the term covering your ass, but communicate in a fashion that demonstrates inarguable quality. A good way to do this is to have some chunky data. Good news, everyone. Really good news. I think I want to go long-term on this. Good news, everyone. Great news. Let's take a reasonable thing. We put our game in front of 10,000 players. And we let them play for 2 weeks straight. And by the end of that, 9,999 of them were still playing. And the other one person wanted to keep playing, but sprained all his fingers, trying to do the same pen tricks Day 9 was doing earlier in the draft video. And then a manager can go, fuck, I don't know what you guys are doing, but keep doing it. Because this is working. This is great news. And the problem with these kinds of numbers is that, as you'd imagine, there's just good numbers. Like, the thing I just said is, like, really good. Like, GZ Fackin' Louisi, man. If I made a game, gave it to 10,000 players, and all 10,000 of them were still playing, give me money, bros. Because if we can market to, like, 1 million people, we'll have 1 million people playing. Look at that. Easy. Like, that's like, a legitimately solid and acceptable and fair reason to get excited. It's just reasonable. I think it was really good that we held back Divine Shaper Prodigy. Yes, thonks. Indeed, Winkley. But this can start to get abused for more touchy, creative kind of tasks. So, the example I have heard used many a time before is, I'm going to spoil Game of Thrones Season 1, and I do not care if this is devastating to you. You should have watched it. It didn't end well. But at the end of Season 1 of Game of Thrones, one of the very main characters, perhaps even the main character, is killed in a ruthless, unfair, devastating fashion. I think now it is okay for my Yavimaya to block their Yavimaya. I think that this is okay. Fuck. Let's take some pain. And like, if you read the books, this happens at the end of book 1. And I mean, it's the sort of thing that, like, really nobody did with any frequency. Like, that was honestly some new shit that George was pulling off, man. Like, yeah, there are books where people have been killed off, but not killed off in a way that is that excellent for driving the entire game forward. Oh, we are so fucked. Or for driving the entire book forward. Or series, whichever one you end up watching. My opponent had very good cards. Sort of also landing out. We've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spells. Fuck. Alright. Go. And so, like, let's imagine that this book, someone was plotting it out, someone was thinking of writing this, and then went to a focus group who read through the book and got to the end and went, oh my god, no, Jesus. You shouldn't, I don't think we can let this happen. Like, we really like this character. In fact, in our focus groups, this is like the most popular character that we have. Like, I mean, kill off a less important character. And it was, and you know, what made the death of Ned Stark particularly brilliant is that it was the perfect event to catalyze everything that happened in season 2 and onward. It was like there was nothing but building tension, building tension, building tension, and it was like literally, it's like cracking a diamond. It was like the perfect thing to just snap that open. Looking for him. Great. And it's the sort of thing that it just doesn't quite work with like focus grouping stuff. Just like does not quite work. You know, and again, I think that like the thing that I always want to point to is like, dude, just because your focus group said so doesn't actually make it good. And also, I'm doing this specifically in this order because I want to build up power on the board itself and get rid of things in the way of me. I want the white one. Yep. Those look great. Wow, what a draw! Be gone. As you might imagine, I think Flowstone Lookout is very good. Or Flowstone Fusion. So, like, I don't know. I get really pained whenever I see... I feel like this kind of happened with the... You feel like this has happened with card game community sometimes? Okay, so this is actually shore up value. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to keep playing things out. And keep building this board pressure out. I actually think Shore Up is an incredibly good card in this format. Okay. I just really don't think this is good at all. Patiova, huh? My opponent is left up for Shore Up every single turn. Yeah. What? Whoa. Yeah, I was like, whoa. Mary's Outrider is a very good card. Alright. Game is being very generous with pips for us today. Yeah, but I mean, like, I empathize with the idea that it can be really, really hard to support and communicate to your teams in a really large company and a really large infrastructure. Like, hey, we're doing the right thing. Trust us. We're doing a good job. Like, that's really, really, really hard without these concrete bits of data or these nice summary things. Because, honestly, and this is... here's something I just believe in my bones. Okay, it's something I believe in my bones. If you took 10 people, gave them the same assignment. Hey, I want you to make a nice, simple platformer that you can get done with in, like, say, 2 months' time. So we have 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. I think this is okay, but we'll probably have to play Vine Shaper straight out. Never mind. This kind of saves us. Like, hey, Noah, make a simple platformer in 2 months' time that has, I don't know, a cute movement mechanic or 2. And that's it. I want you to just make that. Hell, even be specific. I want it to be like Super Meat Boy. I have a really specific idea in mind. I want a game like Super Meat Boy. You know what happens? You can hear from those... And imagine, actually, let's do this. Imagine you said to 10 people, you have 2 months to make a game that's kind of like Super Meat Boy. And they'll go, great. Got it. Good. No problem whatsoever. And you say, give me, like, a sort of list, like a plan of how exactly you're going to execute on it. What you will wind up with is a bunch of people saying really similar shit and crazy different outcomes. Great, like wildly different outcomes. And some people go, oh yeah, no, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make like a simple character controller. I'm going to make a little thing that allows me to make platforms. And, yeah, then we'll, just test some stuff and go from there. And some people will ship an incredibly satisfying, fun platformer experience in 2 months, and some people will hardly have anything functioning in 2 months. Like, people saying the same shit can mean such a huge amount of things that just because someone is asserting, no, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I swear to God. I swear on Jesus' forehead. You know, or like whatever assurance they want to provide. All right, 5 and 2, feel good. By the way, I just want to point out that this deck is doing really well, largely because we were diligent about drafting commons and lands later in the draft. Russian ally, you know, I'm assuming they'd be using like Unity or some garbage. Also, I think an underrated card. But yeah, like, so if someone's just like, dude, no, I promise you we're gonna get it done. I promise you. Like, just because someone promises, like, you know, if you ask someone, hey, did you give it your best shot? You can have 10 people say, I did, I gave it my best shot, and have 10 people being honest and have 10 completely different spreads of what the output is. And so I think that there's this, like, almost fetishization in the last 15 years especially, as data and data collection, decision-making based on data has become more prevalent, and we're seeing really good, efficient uses of, like, ML algorithms that identify what are problems in the workflow at factories to give new ideas for the engineers to rebuild their production pipelines, and it actually works. Like, I mean, this stuff is incredible. No joke. And yet, however, delay on playing that white mana so that way I can have a Hurloon battle him out. Shadow Prophecy! And this is one of the reasons why I think that Pixar is really brilliant. Don't you dare. Don't you farting dare. Oh my goodness. Well, I may have set myself up to go long versus someone that will not be helping me in this regard. This is why I really like Pixar, because Pixar sits down and spends like a friggin' century writing the script and getting the storyboarding all perfect and getting some art stylizations workshopped and tested until they feel like they have a really good idea for how this shit's gonna play out. If I lose to a stupid coral colony, I will burst into tears. Good news, we have an artillery blast, which should be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, they spent this huge amount of time getting rid of this ambiguous stuff first, or they throw a shitload of money at the problem. Our health doesn't matter, so we shouldn't kick this. I would be really surprised if there's like giant growths in this kind of list. Right? You have my Steel Crusher, let's go! No prob, Bob, just discard Artie. Maybe the plan is for them to mill out, huh? Oh, this is fantastic. I mean, a pair of 2/2s and some removal can actually just get there. This Urborg is not the most useful card here. Oh, that's fucking terrible. That's a beater. I mean, no. I'm just gonna let that damage through for now. I think my opponent is pretty defense, especially with a pair of Shield Wall Sentinels, Phyrexian, Espionage, Shadow Prophecy, Mossbeard Ancient, and some white. Alright. Now that my opponent has so kindly cast this, really, another Shield Wall Sentinel? Maybe this is where they have the Chaplain. 2 Coral Colonies. What a bastard. Excuse me, Jesus. I think some 5 domes are going to be acceptable here. Technically can sack the Yavimaya Steel Crusher to Bink. Shield Wall, pal. Tangerine 68 says, so people are genuinely digging Marvel Snap? I never know if new games are popular or if there's a sponsorship barrage going on. You know, as far as I can tell, Tangerine, there is rarely ever such a thing as like, oh, there's just literally so many people being sponsored to play this game that it overrides any natural dislike that people have of the game. There's plenty of games that have had huge sponsorship surges, and then poof, away they go. Bye bye. Oh, is this a quad block? Alright, so, I mean, there's a number of cards in the deck that win it for us, notably. Maria's Outrider. Yeah, I'm trying to think what are some examples of games that had big marketing pushes that didn't really hold water. Oh my god, they have a second. No! Oh, that's just a fucking... That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Shits. Alright, double Maria's Outrider right off the top? Huh? This is about what we got, I think. About it. That is good. We even bank in for 2. Somebody says, what do you mean? I guess it depends on what you mean by didn't hold water. Yeah, I mean, it just, like, didn't do well long term. Jesus, I am getting moitered. Moitered. She's another oh my god, fuck! I mean, Jesus, we've had our opponent dead a couple of times. They just keep on kicking. I'm totally fine with this outcome. I mean, it's funny because, I mean, there's actually bound to have been a metric shitload of things like that. Villain actually has a pretty fantastic deck, if I may be so honest. Double Urborg. And then, like, so many coral colonies. This is just solid stuff. So if we get both our Maria's Outriders and shoot them in the face with Lightning Strike, that's how we win, right? Well, there's one. This is the way. Dude. Alright, I mean, it's really just... Oh my god. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, let's just draw the Maria's Outrider right off the top, huh? 1 and 9? Why not? Alright, well. My opponent's deck is just unbelievable. No Maria's in there? Oh, fucking come on! There's the Maria's Outrider. Damn, fuck. I genuinely don't think we have a way to win. Alright, I'm out. 5 and 3. Still happy about it. Going straight in to the next draft. Not even gonna hesitate. Not even gonna hesitate. We're basically back to where we were at the start of the day, which is fine. We had an incredible draft, and it didn't pan out. And then we had this one, which I thought was solid. So we're just going to keep on grinding our way up.